Before I start this shit show, I want to say that I finally have a Gab account and a Telegram channel, so be sure to follow me those, links in the About section. And I understand that I said in the last video that I was going to either talk about QAnon or Tucker versus ADL, but I think this really needs to be addressed. So those who know me well know that I am a bit of a weeb. However, despite this, I still have major criticisms, and that includes the very cancerous and very toxic and very gay fandom community. However, what prompted me to make this was, as you could probably tell already, is the My Hero Academia fandom. Now, the manga/anime itself is actually pretty good. I've actually been glued to my TV the past week, just spam watching the entire series. However, I've soon come to realize that I don't think I want to associate myself with anything My Hero Academia related for the reasons that I'll be giving. This is more so common in any anime fandom, so I'm going to make this one quick. You have the very typical people who will make hentai, who will make them femboys, who will make them all this gay and degenerate stuff. And quite honestly, it just really ruins the show. Because every time I'll watch Naruto or My Hero Academia or Hunter x Hunter, I'll always think about not the story, but the weird stuff that I just happened to stumble across. And in case you were wondering, yes, this includes the cosplayers. Alright, so I'm not going to be talking about the shipping of Deku and Uraraka. That is nothing compared to what I'm going to be talking about. Mind you, they're still cringe, but again, nothing compared to what I'm going to talk about. I'm of course going to be talking about the very toxic yaoi shippers. These people will literally ship the likes of Deku and Bakugo, Bakugo and Kirishima, Deku and Todoroki, and so on. And these are degenerate weirdos who spend most of their time, if not all, just drawing these degenerate ships. I mean, this is really one of the main reasons why a lot of people despise anime, and I understand it. I used to, be the type that would just dunk on everything anime and all that. And it's honestly a really subversive element that not only just ruins the show, but turns the show in itself into a degenerate, subversive part of society. Because if you get emotionally invested in a show, naturally you're going to want to join a fandom. And then you'll see all this degenerate stuff, and it'll toy with your mind. Remember the whole studies on how porn is worse for your brain than heroin? Yeah, it kind of intertwines with that. Despite everything that I just said, that's not even the worst of it. I hesitate to show these on screen, but at the same time it needs to be known. So these are some of Meanwhile, Deku is 14 to 15 years old, Eri is a little kid, and all these ships are with grown adults. And this isn't even rare either. Just go on any subreddit and you'll find these. But wait, there's more. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. The My Hero Academia community is now forcing these ships on the creator. So February of 2020, a new character was introduced in the manga, and his name was Maruta. The problem is, that was the code name of many human experiments by the Japanese during World War II. The outrage mob was so toxic that they sent the creator death threats over the name of the character. And the reasons they give weren't even historically accurate. They were complaining about Korean POWs during World War II. Well, the problem is that Korea was under the Japanese Empire decades before World War II broke out. Surely, the Koreans fought back against the Japanese, but that was of the help of the Soviet Union and the USA at the tail end of the war. But this is an early ploy to make Japanese people feel guilty about their past, that they had absolutely no part in. Because as what's happening with Europe and European founded countries, the same thing is going to happen to Japan really soon with the Globo Homo agenda. Yeah, that was just a dumbed down list as to why I don't like the My Hero Academia fandom. If you are going to get into anime, just avoid the fandom and just avoid Googling like anything. At least avoid going to Google Images, because you are going to find a lot of weird stuff that you did not want to stumble upon.